We have a question here that is of January 2021. This question is about the structure and the bonding of a group 5 chlorides. Nitrogen trichloride, that is NCl3, has a molecular structure shown. The display formula of the molecule of NCl3 is shown, in which the nitrogen is making three sigma bond, three double single bond with the Cl, and the lone pair is not shown. And nitrogen is also having a lone pair. Na? Okay, the central atom, the terminal atom is nitrogen here now, and nitrogen is having three bond pair and one lone pair here. Okay. Complete the table for this molecule number of bond pairs around nitrogen atom. Nitrogen always have three bond pairs, na? As the configuration of nitrogen is three lone pair and one pair, na? Three lone pair and one, oh sorry, three unpaired and one lone pair, na? The configuration of nitrogen is three unpaired and one lone pair. So it has three that unpaired will be making bond pair, that unpaired will be converted to bond pair, na? So there are three bond pair. The lone pairs are only one. Okay, so there is one lone pair, and uh what will be the what will be the bond angle na around that Cl and Cl, nitrogen and Cl na, basically in between the two bonds now, what would be the angle? So basically it has four pairs now, one lone pair and the three bond pairs. So the angle is of the total angle is of 109.5 if we have four pairs around the central atom na. But here we have one lone pair na, we have one lone pair, so we have to subtract 2.5 from it. So 109.5 minus 2.5, it will be 107 degrees here. Name the shape. So when we are having four pairs, and uh, out of these four pairs, one lone pair and three bond pairs. So the shape is trigonal pyramidal. No? The shape is trigonal pyramidal. Okay.
Okay.
Under standard condition, phosphorus 5 chloride is a solid made up of PCl 4 plus and PCl 5 ions. Antimony SB chloride 5 is a liquid made up of SB Cl5 molecules. Explain why PCl5 uh explain why PCl5 has a higher melting point than SB Cl5. Okay, so it is already given that PCl5 is made up of PCl4 plus and PCl6 minus. Na PCl5 is basically made up of PCl4 plus and PCl6 minus. So that means this 2 PCl5 is basically the constituent of PCl4 plus and PCl6 minus. So it is basically a ionic compound. Na? It is a ionic compound. It is forming a ionic bond, so it is ionic compound. Whereas SbCl5, whereas SbCl5 is a covalent. Na? Whereas whereas SbCl5 is a covalent compound. Na? So it will be having weak intermolecular forces. Okay. So basically PCl5 is made up of two ions, na? PCl4 plus and PCl6 minus. So basically, it is an ionic compound. So it will have a strong electrostatic force between the ions of PCl5. So there are stronger, there are stronger electrostatic force between the ions in PCl5, whereas SbCl5 is an is a covalent molecule. Okay, it is an covalent molecule, so it will have weak intermolecular forces. अच्छा देखो अब यहाँ पर हमारे पास है draw a dot and cross diagram to show the bonding in a molecule of SbCl5. Use dots to represent the Sb electrons and crosses to represent the Cl electrons. Show the outer electrons only. So we have to draw the dot and cross structure of SbCl5. Now we have to draw the dot and cross structure of SbCl5. So first we have to know the electronic configuration, the number of electrons in the last shell in Sb and in Cl5. So we already know that Cl5 is from group 7, so it will have 7 electron, but Sb, that is antimony, is not a common element, is not a common element, so it's as antimony is a relatively unknown element as compared to chlorine. So we have to find the antimony in the periodic table in order to find out the number of electrons in the last shell. So antimony is in a fifth group. So antimony is in a fifth group. So it will have the final shell configuration as of nitrogen. Nitrogen is having 5 electrons in the valence shell as it is from the group 5. So antimony will have the same configuration. Uh, Nitrogen is having 3 unpaired and 1 pair, so same with the antimony. But antimony is making 5 bonds. Antimony Sb is making it is having 5 electrons. Now, one lone pair and the 3 unpaired, but here antimony is making 5 bonds with the chlorine. That means antimony will be sharing all of its valence electron with the chlorine. So it's antimony, one chlorine, second chlorine, third chlorine, fourth chlorine, and fifth chlorine here. So this antimony will be sharing its unpaired electrons with the chlorine here. इस तरीके से. Now these are the electrons of chlorine here. Chlorine has 3 unpaired or 3 lone pair and 1 pair, and the one unpaired will be shared by with the antimony. जिसको करीब कर देता हूँ, just a minute. Then 3 lone pairs of chlorine, 1 unpaired of chlorine shared with antimony, and 3 unpaired of or 3 lone pairs of chlorine. Okay. This is your one bond. Acha, if this is your one bond of antimony, your second bond, your third bond, your fourth bond, and this will be your fifth bond. Okay. At low temperature, at low temperatures, SbCl5 converts to Sb2Cl10, which contains a dative bond. State what is meant by a term dative bond. No? So it is only for the वन मार्क्स ना, ठीक है।
Okay.
So basically, dative bond is a bond in which it is formed between the two species. Now, when one species is having a lone, when one species having a free space, and the other species is having a uh, lone pair to share the electron. And in other words, dative bond is when the all the electrons are shared by the same atom.
Okay.
A bond in which all the two electrons, all the two electrons of bond pair will be shared by a single atom. Okay. Complete the diagram to show the dative covalent bond in Sb2Cl10. So basically here Sb is having a free space. Now here Sb is having a free space and the chlorine is having a lone pair. Okay. Usually chlorine is having three lone pairs now, and chlorine is having lone pairs now. Okay.
जी.
Chlorine is having lone pair. So chlorine will be sharing its lone pair with the vacant space of Sb. So this is how the things will be done. So chlorine will be sharing its lone pair with the empty space of Sb now. Arsenic also forms a pentachloride with the formula AsCl5. Give the one possible reason why nitrogen is the only group 5 element that do not form a pentachloride. Acha, there are multiple reasons for it, na? The one reason is nitrogen doesn't have any d orbital, so it cannot expand, na? D orbital will expand its octet, na? The particles, the elements that are having d orbital, na? So they will expand their octet. And we can say that nitrogen is very small element, so it cannot hold five other elements or five atoms around it. Okay. And also the as the nitrogen is too small, na, so it will have more repulsion. Na. So as its area is smaller, so it will have more repulsion. So we can write 3 points. Na. ठीक, but यहाँ पे he is asking only one.
Okay.
Nitrogen doesn't have d orbital. Nitrogen doesn't nitrogen doesn't have d orbital, so it cannot expand its octet. This question is about the chlorides of beryllium and calcium. Complete the electronic configuration of the atoms of beryllium and calcium using the SPD notation. So first we have to check what will be the total number of electrons in beryllium, na? And the total number of electrons in calcium. So here we have when we look the product table, now beryllium and calcium. Just a minute, yes. beryllium is here and the atomic number of beryllium is 4 and the atomic number of calcium is 20 ना ठीक है. So the
जी.
beryllium is having the atomic number 4 and calcium is having atomic number of 20. So that means beryllium will be having 4 electrons and calcium will be having 20 electrons. So the configuration of beryllium and calcium will be 1s2. So 1s is first shell is completed now. So then it will be 2s2 and 2p2 now. See, sorry, it will be 2s2 now. 1s2, then the second shell will be started now, and there are
जी.
only two electrons that are left. So it will be 2s2. And for the calcium, it will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. See, so till 2p6, there are total 12 electrons. And now the third shell will be started. It will be 3s2, 3p6. So 3p till 3p6 there are 18 electrons and till 3p6 it is argon 18 now. And after 3p6 it will be 4s2 due to the uh, stability now. The electrons will be filled in 4s2 instead of 3d6 or 3d10. So it will be 4s2. So here is the configuration of calcium here. In In the gaseous state, beryllium chloride is a molecule. Draw the dot and cross structure diagram to show the bonding in a molecule of beryllium chloride. Okay.
ओके.
So here we already know barium chloride is from group 2 now. Barium chloride is from group 2, so it will be 2 valence shell electron, and calcium is from group 7. So it will have 7 valence shell electrons now. So BCl, and these are the electrons of beryllium. We are showing the electrons of beryllium with a dot, and we are showing the electrons of calcium with a crosshair. So as beryllium has two electrons, na, so that means all of its two electrons will be unpaired, na, and calcium is having 7 electrons. So that means calcium will have three lone pair and the one unpaired, na. So one unpaired will be shared with the beryllium. In the solid state, beryllium chloride forms a polymeric structure. The diagram shows a part of this structure. The diagram uses lines and arrows now to
जी.
represent the two different type of bonding. Describe how each type of bonding is formed. One is the covalent. The bonding shown by a line is a covalent. The bonding shown by a arrow is a dative bond. So basically, we have to describe that in a covalent, each atom will share one electron each. So the let's say in a BeCl, na, in a covalent bond, na, in a covalent bond in a BeCl. So both the chlorine and beryllium will be sharing one electron each. So it will be a covalent bond.
ओके.
A line is a covalent bond. A line is a covalent bond in which both both the atoms are sharing, yeah, but we can say that each atom are sharing electrons. Okay, and for the bond that is shown by a arrow, na, for the atom that is shown by the arrow, an arrow is a dative bond in which a lone pair is shared by only one atom, and that one atom is chlorine. The ClBe bond is different in two forms of beryllium chloride. Predict the bond angles, justifying your answer by referring to the electron pair repulsion theory. It is for the uh, 4 marks, na? So BeCl2, the bond between beryllium and Cl is different now. When it is in a polymeric form, i- the angle around the beryllium will be completely different now, as it is having 4 pairs around it, na? As it is having 4 pairs around it, okay? As it is having
Yes.
4 pairs around it, na? So the angle will be of 109.5, as it has 4 pairs around it and all the pairs are bond pairs. But whenever we are talking about the BeCl2 only, na? So it is having only 2 pairs, and both the pairs are bond pair. So its shape is the linear and its angle is 180 degrees and the shape of 109.5 is tetrahedron. When we have 4 pairs and all the pairs are bond pair, then the shape is tetrahedron. So the two bond angles are uh, bond angle in BeCl2 is 180 and shape is linear. In BeCl2 polymer is 109.5 degrees and
Yeah.
shape is
Triangle.
tetrahedral. Acha, and it will be for 4 marks now. So in
Okay.
BeCl2 there are only two, and it has and in BeCl2 and has only two bond pairs, and in tetrahedral and it has only 4 bond pairs. So electron pair electron pairs will repel each other to minimize the repulsion. Physically, they try to go as far as possible from each other to minimize the repulsion. Anhydrous calcium chloride is a crystalline ionic solid which melts at 772 degrees Celsius. Draw the dot and cross diagram of calcium chloride. Show the outer shell electrons only. So basically, calcium is having uh, the formula of calcium is from group 2 and Cl is from group 7 na. So it will be CaCl2. And calcium is having two electron na, but when calcium becomes C plus 2 na, so the Ca plus 2, so the calcium will lose all of its valence electron ना. See, so ये इस तरीके से है, like we have a calcium here, like we have a uh, like we have a calcium here, ठीक है, and the outer shell of calcium will be l- uh, like this, as it is having two unpaired electrons ना. There will be two unpaired electrons when it is in a calcium na. It is in a, it is acting as a calcium when it loses two electrons, so its valence shell will be empty and a positive 2 charge will appear on the calcium plus 2, ठीक है, when it loses two electron na. And these two electrons will be gained by the 2 chlorine na, as it is Cl2, so it will be gained by 2
Right.
chlorines here. It's up to you. Either you are drawing the circle or not. Now, drawing circle is not compulsory, but it will be for your own convenience. Now, it will be easy to draw the dot and cross diagram by drawing a circle. Okay. So, chlorine will be in a normal state will be having 7 electrons. So, uh, 7 electrons. But when each chlorine gain 1 electron from the calcium, when chlorine gain each chlorine gain 1 electron from the calcium ना. See एक इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ पे था, एक यहाँ पे था. This electron is gained by this calcium, electron is gained by this calcium ना. So after losing the two valence electron, calcium becomes plus 2. Okay.
Okay.
And the charge on the calcium or charge on the chlorine will be -1 and -1.
Okay.
Explain why gaseous beryllium chloride and a solid calcium chloride have different type of bondings. Basically, there is a difference of electronegativity. Na? It is all about the difference of electronegativity. Okay? As
Okay.
beryllium is having a smaller size than the calcium. Na? So beryllium is more electronegative than calcium. So the difference of electronegativity between the calcium and the beryllium will be smaller now. So uh,
जी.
a covalent bond will be formed between the beryllium and the chlorine. Okay. So
Okay.
we have to describe according to the electronegativity. You know, it will be more conceptual and it will be more legit. Okay. Beryllium is more En means electron negative. You have to write the full form. Then calcium. So the difference of electronegativity between the difference of electronegativity between beryllium and chlorine will be smaller than calcium and chlorine. So uh, beryllium and chlorine bond will be having higher degree of covalency than calcium and Cl bond. I'm again describing it. The question is why the beryllium and chloride bond is covalent, and why the calcium chloride bond is ionic. Why they are having different bonds? So basically, beryllium and chloride is a covalent bond, and uh, calcium and chlorine is an ionic bond. But why? As beryllium is more electronegative than calcium, na? So the
Yes.
difference of electronegativity between the beryllium and calcium will be smaller as compared to the calcium and chlorine. Na? Greater the difference of electronegativity, so greater the ionic bond. Na? Greater will be the chance to have a ionic bond when we have greater difference of electronegativity, and when we have a smaller differences of electronegativity between the two atoms, so there will be a chance of having covalent bond. So as beryllium and chlorine are having a small difference of electronegativity between them, so their degree of covalency will be greater than the degree of covalency of calcium and chlorine.
Calcium and yeah.
This question is about the silicon and the carbon. Silicon is a semiconductor that obtained using the mass spectrum of silicon as shown. So there are three isotopes of silicon, 28, 29, and 30, and these are their relative abundances. Calculate the relative atomic mass of silicon of the two decimal places. So for calculating the relative atomic mass now, uh, multiply the mass by its abundance, then uh, multiply the mass by its abundance, then add this to the another mass multiplied by its abundance, and 29 into 4.7, and then add it with the other mass and its abundance, that will be 30 multiplied by 3.12 and divided by 100. So that is our relative atomic mass, that is 28.11. Suggest a reason why there is a small peak in the mass spectrum of silicon as mass to charge ratio +2. So basically, it is silicon atom that is the mass of +2, na, is losing 2 electron. So it 28 will become 14. Some silicon atoms of mass 28 loses 2 electrons. Complete the table to show the number of protons and neutrons in each isotope of silicon. So for this, we have to uh, look at the periodic table, as silicon is from group 4, and it will be having 14 atomic number. The atomic number of silicon is 14. So the number of protons of silicons are, the mass number is 28. So in order to find the proton number, na, it is 14. ठीक है? अच्छा, proton number in each isotope will be same. Na? If the proton number is different, then it will be a different element. Na? Either it is the ion or either it is the isotope. Na? Proton number
Yes.
will be same. If the proton numbers are different, then it will be a different element. So proton number will be same for each of the isotope. But number of neutrons will be different. So 28 minus 14, it will be 14, and 29 minus 14, it will be 15, and for the third isotope, 30 minus 14, it will be 16. So silicon 28 is having 14 neutrons, silicon 29 is having 15 neutrons, and silicon 30 is having 16 neutrons. Now the last part is silicon dioxide is a main constituent of the sand and has a giant lattice structure similar to that of diamonds. This is your structure in which the in which this is your silicon atom and this will be your oxygen atom. Crystalline silicon dioxide is used on the surface of semiconductor devices to provide a heat resistant uh, electrically insulating layer. It will be a electrically insulating layer. Explain how the structure and the bonding of silicon make it useful for this application. As silicon dioxide, as silicon dioxide is a giant covalent structure, so all the atoms are joined through it. Okay, and there are strong covalent bond between them, which will need very high energy to break up. Okay, which will need very high energy to break. So no electrons are free to move now, as they are joined together by a strong giant covalent structure, and they are having very strong covalent bond now. So they will need very high energy to break this up. So there will be no free electrons to move. So there will be no free electrons to move. Okay, it is for the 3 marks now, and I have written it with 3 different colors now, and it will be for 3 marks.